Hey everybody, it's Steve here with Happy Heart Treasures. Donna is not joining me right now. She's not feeling great, but she may make an entrance later in the video. But this is an important video. I'm excited to make this video, to be honest with you, which is really weird because a month ago, if you would ask me anything about live selling, I would have said, not for us, don't care, whatever. I've never looked into it. Donna and I have never dived into it at all. So we're going to talk today about the dollar auction, theDollarAuction.com. We're going to talk about what it is. We're going to talk about why you should care as a seller and as a buyer, why you should care. And I'm even going to tell you why you should care even if you're not a buyer or a seller and you just watch this channel for entertainment value. I feel strongly about this. It's been a month now and I'm so excited and I have a lot to show you. So let's go. All right, I would be amiss if I did not say that we are full-time resellers in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we are rehomers of stuff, because that's what Donna would want me to say, because that's what we do. We rehome stuff. We get all of our stuff through lots of different avenues. We do garage sales, estate sales, we do clean-outs, we do storage unit buys, we do a lot of different things. We do a lot of things, so we have a lot of inventory. We've been doing this full-time now for about 4 years, if you're not familiar with us. And we do eBay, mainly local dollar auction. We've talked for all these years, this whole time we've done local dollar auction. What local dollar auction is Facebook group that is 24-hour auctions. And so you post it as 24 hours and then it's over, and then you arrange pickup for whoever won the auction and you move on. And we turn a lot of inventory that way. And we really like it. We've been doing it for years and it really works. So whenever asked about online auctions, my response, because I am the great poo-pooer, has always been, no, we don't need to. I don't want to ship that much stuff. I don't want to do live. I don't want to get in front of the camera and do that, blah, blah, blah. I had 100,000 excuses, and I just didn't interest me. We never got on Whatnot. I got on Whatnot to watch a friend do live show a couple times. That's Brady. He mainly does sports cards. And that's cool and all, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. And Donna's like, I don't want to do that. So we were just not into it. We've checked out, dibbed it once or twice, which is cool, but just not our thing. So imagine our surprise when we get a phone call from Corey at Grams and Pops, and he says, hey, what do you guys think about live selling? And our immediate response was, that's cool for some people, but not for us. And then we got to talking to him, and he proposed, he wanted to put a group together, a group of four groups or whatever, to start our own marketplace. And so then with some, I don't know, skin in the game, I guess, it sounded like, okay, you know what, let's give this a shot. So we decided to join this group of people, and we had brainstorming sessions for a few days trying to figure out what kind of marketplace we're going to do. So the group is Grams and Pops, Corey and Teresa at Grams and Pops Vintage. It's Alicia, the inked picker, and it is Jess and Zena and Resell to Ride. They're in Oklahoma, and it's Donna and I, Happy Heart Treasures. So we did some brainstorming for a few days, and then all of a sudden, Alicia was like, I got it. What about the dollar auction? Because that's what we do, and Alicia has done the dollar auction in the past. She's bought from us in the past. That's how we met. And we started looking into it, and we thought, you know what? This is brilliant. We think this is brilliant. We're not that smart, but we think this is brilliant. Let's give it a try. So we have the DollarAuction.com. What it is everything on there starts at $1. It cannot start any higher, and it's an auction. There's no buy it now. It's an auction, and whatever sells for, it sells for. So just like the local dollar auction, you have to be prepared to sell things for $1. So the first question that most people would have is, well, what am I just expected to sell things for $1? And the answer, just like the local dollar auction, is yes, you have to be prepared to do that. But what happens is you sell more things and those dollars add up. And there's not I won't say there's not a lot of dollar sales. There's a lot of dollar sales, but you can do a lot of sales. So what we started doing right away, we started just doing, they call it static listings. That's where you can list kind of like on an eBay, where we put posts on and we run it for a week or 2 days or 5 days or whatever in their auction listings. And then when they end, they end. If they sell, you ship it, and then that's it. So then we got started and we thought, well, we need to do this live selling thing. So we did what's called a raid train, and that's when the 4 of us go back to back to back and you send the viewers from one to the next. And we did a half an hour, and we did pretty darn well. We were like, holy cow, we did really good. That was kind of fun. So then we did another one, and then we did an hour-long show, and that was really cool. And then we did a live at Plains to Profit last week. That was cool. And then just last night, we did an hour-long show, part of a raid train. We were after Jack's Treasures, and we were before Inked Picker. And we had 52 things we tried selling, and I think we sold 45 things. Not only did we sell that many things in 1 hour, but I am going to show you exactly what those things are. I'm going to show you how much they sold for, and I'm going to tell you why this matters as a buyer, if you want to buy, and as a seller, if you're a reseller and you're thinking about reselling on something like this. I'm telling you, this is the place to be, and I'll explain why on both of these. And if you don't do either, why you should watch anyway. Okay, usually when we do what solds, we do eBay. Well, eBay is already packed. Didn't have a lot of sales. There's some good sales in here. There's an $80 Lego set, a $90 video game console, a $60 Lego set, I think, or $70. Some really good stuff in here, and that's great. We love eBay. We will not get away from eBay. eBay is the thing that really pays the bills, I guess. Well, it all pays the bills. We've always been like 50-50 eBay and dollar auction is kind of the way it works out. So we have no intention of getting away from eBay, but we're really excited about where this dollarauction.com could go. I'm going to show you the website, and I'm going to talk about the website a little bit, how it all works, and then I'm going to show you what sold, how much it sold for, and how all that works. I'm going to talk about shipping. I'm going to talk about all of the things. So let's take a look at the website. So I'm not an expert. I'm not at all an expert. I don't know the ins and outs of all the website stuff yet, so I pulled it up on Microsoft Edge browser because I'm not logged in. I never use this. So you can see up here in the corner, it just says log in or sign up. So I'm not logged into this one. And so this, if you type in thedollarauction.com, you will come up with this. It's a green and yellow banner. It says the dollar auction. We have 653 members, 156 sellers, and we are just getting started. This is only after 1 month. We've been on like 1 month. All right, so let's say you go here for the very first time. You're like, look around, you're like, whoa, what the heck? There's join marketplace. This is how you join our marketplace. If you scroll down, here's lives. Here is tomorrow on Saturday when this video drops. At 6 p.m. on April 5th at 6 p.m. we are going to go live for 1 hour Saturday night auction fun. We're going to do a 1 hour show, and then we think there's going to be some others going before and after us, but right now we're the only ones scheduled. And then like on April 9th, there's going to be a first duo show with Inked Picker and GG's Collectibles. They're going to do a duo show where they both are on at the same time. And then there's replays of past shows over here. So then if you go down, you can see these are what's called, see here it's asking to sign up. We're not going to sign up quite yet. Right here, there's static listings, we call it. There's categories, there's home and garden. So there's things on here that are they're listed as auctions for however many days. Like this is 2 days, 22 hours left on this one. And here's electronics, there's some listing. Fashion, there's some listings. Glass, ceramics, and pottery. Health and beauty. Holiday and seasonal. Media, metal, brass, and things like that. Miscellaneous, toys, games, and plush. So we have different categories. Over here, there's frequently asked questions. There's questions, general help. What are you looking for? There's a general chat. And there's community guidelines. So there's all kinds of information in there that you may need to answer any questions. I know that down here somewhere on here, there's going to be how-to videos. They're coming soon. There's going to be how to sell, how to buy, how to sign up, how to do this and that. I know they're in the works. It's just the person doing them has been absolutely very busy with a crazy schedule, and I understand that. I have no problem with that. So that is coming. But for now, we're going to go. So let's say you're like, you know what? I want to get on here. So if we sign up, we're going to go here. It's going to ask for your name, a username. So you don't have to have your actual name. Use your username. an email, password, and birthday, and you sign up, okay? So once you do that, you're going to be able to log in, and then you're going to be able to set up like payments if you want to buy. You're going to be able to apply to sell. You're going to be able to do a lot of things. So that's how you just like sign up at first. So now this is our account. So this is the dollar auction. The same thing, I just switched over to Chrome. That's what I use. And up here you can see our little icon up there in the corner, Happy Heart Treasures instead of log in. We already logged in. And the only real difference right here is now there's a seller chat because we are sellers. So we can see a seller chat where we can chit chat and people can ask questions and schedule raids and whatever else. So it's all the same otherwise. So that is a very basic overview of the website, right? That's what it looks like. That's how you sign up to get on there. Anything else you want to know is the frequently asked questions. You can reach out for help. You can, ask questions, do all the things, and we can help you get through that, right? TheDollarAuction.com is the address. That's where it'll take you. So now I'm going to show you our last night's show. I'm going to show you what sold, how much it sold for. Because I don't have my lovely assistant and coworker and best friend in the world, Donna, with me, I have written some little notes down, little sticky notes, anything that sold for more than $1. And we're going to go through this, not in any particular order. Before we do this, I do have something else to say. In last night's show, it was very cool. It was, we had about 32 people in there, like it averaged about 32 people, and we had several viewers coming in, and some of them have been here for all of our shows. There was a couple brand new ones last night, and that was fun. It's so much fun. I will tell you that we, especially during a live show, it's kind of frantic. In our head, we got a lot going on, so we won't remember. I'm bad with names in person, right? I'm really going to be bad with names like online. So if you're in the show and we don't remember your name, don't take offense to that. We love that you're in there because people have a username on YouTube and some people comment and then they tell us what their real name is and then they have a username on here and it might be different. So now we have 3 names and all these different people to try to remember. Just know that we recognize the names and we recognize that, if you tell us you were watch our YouTube channel, we really appreciate it. We're not great with names and keeping it all straight is very hard, but we see you and we appreciate you and thank you for watching. It doesn't mean you have to buy anything. You can just watch and you don't have to buy anything, and we still super, super appreciate you being there just like this channel. We really love it. So as we get into this, I'm going to show you some things that sold, okay? So this is in no particular order. I'm not, saving the best for last or anything. We're just going to go through. I got 2 tables here. So items, we can pre-list the items before the auction. And that way people can see them before they know. So they know what we're going to sell. People don't have to do it. Like when we did it at Plains to Profit, it was just we pulled it out of a box and then we ran it without pre-listing them. We like to pre-list because people can see the things and then you can pre-bid on them in case you can't make the live show. You can put a bid in so it would run when the auction runs. So that's a bonus. That's what we're going to be doing today. Today is Friday. We're going to be pre-listing things for tomorrow's Saturday's show. And so I will talk about tomorrow's show at the end here, but let's go through the things. While these things are pre-listed, and so what we do is we then pull up the item. Like this is a manga book. We made the mistake of calling it anime. It's manga, which is based off anime, whatever. And so then we hold it up and we show it and we say, oh, look at this book. It's called whatever that word is, When They Cry book. And so then we start it and we run 20-second timers. So in 20 seconds, people can bid. And so this sold for $1, okay? In here we have, I'm not going to take these out. These are already sold. We have Lord of the Rings little figurines, and those sold for $1. We have my little blue sticker says 3. This is a lot of 12 Harry Potter pins, and those sold for $3. We have an egg coddler, coddler, I think it's called. That sold for $1. We have these cool embroidered napkins right here. They sold for $6. There's a whole set of them. And then we have this in cross stitch. That sold for $2. These Beanie Baby lots right here, each one of those sold for $1 each. This vintage glass ashtray, GR, I still don't know what GR stands for, sold for $5. And then we have these set of cameo earrings. They sold for $3. And then we ran this bag right here, and it didn't sell, It has this butterfly, free-spirited. And so what we did, since it didn't sell, we had another bag right after it. And this is when waiting and the searching and the hearing and the hurting, there was Jesus. So what we did was we sold this one. It sold for $1, and we told them we're going to throw in the other bag too. So those two are going out for $1. We have this sack purse, sold for $3 right there. We have a lot of it wasn't a lot, they were individual, and they are construction vehicles, and they're cardboard wood 3D puzzles. And there's 4 of those, and those sold for a total of $14. One person bought all 4 of them. Then we have a Hocus Pocus. There's buttons and wristbands, sold for $6 from Hocus Pocus. We need to watch that movie, we were told. And this is Hocus Pocus keychains, wristbands, and stickers, and that's sold for $4. This little pocket knife right here, so it's an imperial pocket knife, sold for $5. We have a little frankincense, or as Corey called it, frankincense. This is a essential oil, sold for $7. We have a camouflage PS4 controller, sold for $11. We have 4-arm forklift for moving heavy furniture, sold for $4. We have this leather trinket box. This is a really cool piece right there, and that's sold for $5. We have this vintage BMI cassette case, sold for $6. This is the big sale of the day. This is a Perfect Pets, and it's a kitty. It's a tabby cat, and you put batteries in it, and it just lays there and sleeps, and it breathes. You can see it breathing. My mom has one of these. It's a dog, and it's super cute, and this sold for $20. Then we move over here. We got some Scentsy pens and Scentsy candle scrapers, spatulas, and that's sold for $1. We have, I'm not going to pull these out. They're snow babies. They're Disney snow babies. And so they're Mickey Mouse and Disney stuff with snow babies. This one sold for $6. This one sold for $7. We have a sugar scuttle, and that sold for $4. We had a flag tie that's new with tags. It sold for $2. We got a set of Pokemon pins. It sold for $5. There's 6 different pins in there. We have a Grateful Dead. It's a screen printed. It's not a, so it's a newer, but a Grateful Dead tie-dye shirt, sold for $5. We sold these really cool little, what are they called? Cranky Woman? Angry Mama microwave cleaners. We sold a set of them for $4. This is like a modern art, like flower vase thing for little stems, and that sold for $2. Those 2 fellas back there, or ladies, we each sold for $1. We have this Stanley Pop Top. Look at that. That thing's right there, vacuum bottle. Right there, sold for $6. We sold this Contigo brand new Pop Top again, sold for $5. And lastly, we sold this John Deere jacket, XL size. It's got a big old hit on the back. It's really cool. Look at that. Nothing runs like a deer with a tractor on the back. That sold for $6. So, what does that mean? Okay, so that's everything that sold. Now, there were some things that sold. There was probably 10 things or so that didn't sell, and that's just fine. We set them off to the side, and we're probably going to donate them. Might put them on our local dollar auction or whatever, but we tried them. They didn't sell, and no big deal, right? So now it's time to talk about what that means for you as a buyer, as a seller, and as a viewer, if you don't do either. So as a buyer, let me show you something. All right, if you have a PS4 and you'd like another controller, or if you're a reseller, but as a buyer, if you know a PS4, you're not going to get this for $11 on eBay. You're not going to find this for $11 anywhere, except maybe, you know, at a garage sale or something. But here you can get it for $11. This goes for, I think, $20 to $30 on eBay. Another example, this frankincense, this small bottle of frankincense, if I remember correctly, I think it's like $12 to $15 on eBay. This sold for $7. Okay? So as a buyer, if you're looking to get things, you can get great deals. You want a John Deere jacket? Where else are you going to find a John Deere jacket with a big hit like that for $6 unless you happen to find one at a garage sale? Stanley thermoses. These things are not cheap, you guys. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but if I were to guess, I'd say this is probably $20 on eBay, and it sold for $6. Okay, very nice. Sugar scuttle. This is a perfect example right here. I found 2 of these sugar scuttles. 2 of them. So what I did, I listed one on eBay, and I listed it for like $30. and I took the other one and I put it on here for $4, and it sold for $4, and I am perfectly okay with that. And I'll tell you why when we talk about sellers. Snow babies. I don't know what these are. I didn't even look them up. We didn't even look them up on eBay. We just sold them $6, $7 for those Disney snow babies. Oh, and there was also this Ping hat, sold for $6 right there, which was awesome too. So if you're a buyer, like if you are looking for something, if you're like getting stuff, whatever, and there is shipping, and we will cover shipping too. If you're a buyer and you want to buy things, you want to get things, you know, you like video games, or you like, you know, you like doing cross-stitch kits, or you like the vintage napkins, or what, not napkins, tablecloth, whatever these are, vintage napkins, you know, jewelry, you want some camo earrings for $3. There are great deals to be had. So as a buyer, you can look, and if they're pre-listed items, you can even see what they're going to be selling ahead of time. You can get things for $1, literally $1. A lot of these things we showed you sold for $1. So then you say, yeah, but you got to pay shipping. Okay, that's fair. Shipping, we don't charge shipping individually on each item. How this works, it is individually on each item at first. Your first item you buy, and this is an option that different sellers can do. And all the sellers that I know do this. I can't guarantee everybody does, but the sellers that we know and sellers we've seen does this. They do combined shipping. So basically the way we have it set up, I'm speaking on behalf of Donna and I, for small items like these earrings, we have a set up for $5 flat rate shipping, okay? And medium size items, like say this cassette case, we have a set up for $7, which might even be a little low, but we are new at this, and so we can adjust them as needed. We can change our shipping prices to the right rates if we're a little off on stuff. And then larger items we have set up for like $9. I think this is probably listed under a large item. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure. So what that means is the first item you buy, you're going to pay that shipping cost. And then what happens is after that, we have prices set in for combined shipping. So for example, again, these earrings, if you buy something else first and then you buy these, then the shipping, I think it adds $1, right? Medium items like this, if you already bought something else, adds $1.50. And large items like this, if you buy something else, it adds $2. So we do combine shipping, we send it all in. Now, if you buy a lot of things and the shipping is, you know, ridiculous, then we will refund some of that money back to you. Like, that's just what me and Donna choose to do. That's what we'll do if you buy a lot of things and the shipping comes in a lot more. You know, we'd like to pay for our box and our supplies, our tape. That stuff is expensive. I just ordered another couple $100 worth of expenses just for shipping supplies last night. So, you know, we do try to cover like the box and the supplies or whatever, but we will send back shipping money, you know, that if you get overcharged, we will send some back to you. So if you're into auctions and you like to have fun and watch fun auctions, and you like the, you know, the trying to win auctions type style, you know, shopping or whatever you'd call it, this is a good place for you. It's fun. It's fast paced. It's fun. It's exciting. We've had a really good time with the live auctions. We're not going to do a lot of the static listings just because it was a lot more fun to list them live and be interacting with the people in the chat. So if you're into that, then this would be a great place for you to find some really, really good deals. Okay, so then we move into resellers. If you want to sell things, why would you do this? I am the perfect person to talk about this because I'm the one that for the last 2 years, whenever somebody talked about live selling, would say, absolutely not. I have no interest in it. Why do I have no interest? Number one, I don't want to sell anything for $1. Number two, I don't want to ship all that stuff. Well, I'm going to explain why that's okay. But first, we have a special guest. Hello?
Oh.
Come on out here, Donna. You can't hide from us.
I don't look like I should be on camera.
Oh, you look beautiful. Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
All right, Donna's still getting over a little bug.
Congested.
Yeah. So she is here.
I'm here.
And she is happy. And she is full of dreams and hopes, right?
Yes.
But she's just not feeling up to filming, right?
Right.
All right, cool.
People don't want to hear me all congested.
People still want to hear you, I guarantee it. Yeah, last night she powered through. She was there for the whole live, and she powered through. She had cough drops, but she powered through it, and then the plan is she's going to be there tomorrow night for our live, too. So, yes, Donna is better. She's getting better, so I think she will be just fine. On Wednesday, I thought I was getting it too, but then it kind of passed. And Wednesday, I felt off, felt a little rough, but then I'm fine after that. So, okay, Donna has went out, and what she's doing now is she is going to start right now pre-listing things for tomorrow's live sale. So back to the discussion here. So if you're a seller and you're like, I don't want to sell anything for $1, I noticed that a lot of other marketplaces, like, you know, I don't want to name any names. I don't care. We're not trying to compete with anybody. We're doing our own thing. But a lot of places, they'll start things at $2. A lot of places start things at $2. A lot of things start things higher. You know, they might sell a PS4 controller, but they'll start it at $2. They might start it at $10 because you know the value of it, and they're trying to sell, hoping, you know, try to the end user. So why would I want to sell things for $1, right? You saw a lot of things sold for $1. You know why? Because quantity moves for two reasons. Number one, I don't want to sell things for $1 and I don't want to ship. We sold 40 some things. I don't remember how many, 41, 46, something like that. I don't have to ship 46 packages because people bought multiple items. So the shipping aspect, there is, of all these 40 whatever packages, there's 16 packages. But if you look, this is the biggest thing. And then probably this, well, maybe those. They're all smaller things. So we can pick and choose what we can list. We don't have to list big things here. We can list smaller things that are easier to ship. And then you do combined shipping. And now I'll have 16 packages between these 40 things. When you're used to shipping anyway, like I am with eBay, every Monday usually we ship around 30 items. You know what? I can knock out 16 things. That's not that big of a deal. And you're like, oh, but $1, I ain't shipping that for $1. You know what? I am going to ship some things for $1. This book right here, I'm going to ship it for $1. They paid for shipping. I'm going to ship it for $1. You know why? Because the collective as a whole, do you know how much we made on that 1 hour show? We made $171. Now there are fees. There's 10% seller fees. You know, eBay is like 15%. And then there's processing fees, payment processing fees. I can't tell you exactly what they are. It's in the frequently asked questions or somewhere if you want to look into it. But of course, just like any other platform, there are fees associated with it. But we made $171, and that's not including the shipping. That's just off the sale price. So $171, we were on for an hour. We pre-listed everything, which is not real hard. You take like 1 or 2 pictures of everything, you put them on. And then the shipping, I think I can have this knocked out. If Donna helps me, we can probably have this done in an hour, honestly. Because the last couple times we've done it, she's helped me, and it's went really, really quick and nice and easy. So that's why I don't mind doing it, because it adds up. The first time around when we did the static listings, you know, we sold a few things, and it was like, well, you know, I don't know, I like that. But the live selling, it's exciting. It's fun. I didn't know if we'd like it. Donna didn't know if we'd like it. Donna's positive and happy about everything. But we loved it. We have so much fun. And it's fun to see people that we know in the chat. You know, we got friends. We got old friends from Columbus in there. We got friends of our kids' friends in there. We got all kinds of people in there. And viewers of the channel especially. It's so much fun. So why should you sell on thedollarauction.com? Why not? Look how much stuff we move. Donna and I are blessed with the situation we're in. We've been doing this long enough, and we have enough contacts and enough, you know, I guess word of mouth that we do get all these different opportunities to get inventory. So that's, for us, this is great because we can still sell things on eBay. We still have plenty of stuff we can put on eBay. And then we can do this also. So if we want to move a lot of things, well, we just moved 40 things in an hour. And now we're going to ship it, take another hour to ship it, and it's gone. Boom. And we still have plenty of other things we can list on eBay, higher dollar items, and then bigger things we don't want to ship, we still can put on the dollar auction locally. So for us, this is a no-brainer. I'm so thankful to Grams and Pops for reaching out and asking if we wanted to be a part of this. Because even if we would have said no, we probably would have ended up trying it, selling on here. But the fact that we got to do this with good friends, it's Grams and Pops, Alicia, Jess, and Zena. We consider them very good friends of ours. And we have so much fun whenever we're chatting with them or whenever we've gotten together a few times. And so we're really excited about that part of it too. But I'm so glad that we didn't, you know, poo-poo it away and say, Now you guys do your thing. We'll just watch from the sidelines. I'm so glad we got involved because it's so much fun. We have had a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to show you some of the things that we're going to be selling tomorrow. We haven't even picked the things yet, but I'm going to go like in the clothing room and show you some cool things that we're going to be selling. When I say tomorrow, this is today for you guys because the sale, we're going on at 6 p.m. Central Time today when this video releases on Saturday, April 5th, maybe? I don't even know. Let me look. I just double checked. Yes, April 5th, Saturday. This video is going to release in the morning, and then we're going to be on at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for an hour. There might be somebody before us. There, I think, most definitely will be some people after us, but we are on at 6 Central on thedollarauction.com. Now, what are we going to be selling? We've done a lot of variety shows. You know, we haven't done a lot of shows. We've only done 4 or 5. We did one mystery unboxing show where we didn't know what we were selling until we did it. We did 3 variety shows like this where it's random things that whatever, we don't even know what we're going to sell till we pick them. And then we did one jewelry and craft show, which at first we thought it was going to bomb because the jewelry, like it was a bunch of vintage jewelry and it was started off kind of rough, didn't sell the first 10 pieces or so, but then it ended up being a great show. Like we got to the right items, and that's that pre-listing thing. People stayed in because we pre-listed, they knew what was coming, and we got to the right items. We ended up having a great show, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't know that we're going to do a lot of themed shows, but I do know tomorrow, or today, when you watch this video, we are going to have clothes. We're going to have quite a few pieces of clothing. I went in our clothing room back here, and I looked at a few pieces, and I'm like, holy crap, these are cool. Like, and we hate listing clothes on eBay. I just don't like it. It's just kind of a pain. So we are going to be doing a lot of this on thedollarauction.com. So let's go back here. Oh, first, before I show you some types of things that are going to be on there, I didn't cover why this matters if you're just a viewer of our channel and you don't want to buy and you don't want to sell. For some reason, some of you, I still don't know why. Donna and I just laughed about it this morning. It's still crazy to us that people like watching us. We don't understand it. We appreciate it and we love it. It's so awesome. But we're just us. Like to us, we're just us. We're not that big of a deal. But so the fact, I told her this morning, I said, you know, I still wake up every morning thinking, well, today's the day that, you know, maybe we might have 0 views today. I don't know. You know, is that going to happen? Probably not, but it could. Anything can happen, good or bad. So, and that's fine. But if you enjoy just us and our banter and the way we are, you know, my dumb jokes and Donna's, you know, big dreams and bubbly personality, you know what? You could watch us doing these live videos, and that's what we're doing. Like, we're just talking, I'm making dumb jokes, we're having fun throughout. So if you don't want to buy or sell, it still should matter if you enjoy us or you enjoy some of these other people that are live selling. Watch their show. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to sign up and put in payment plan, I don't think, just to watch. You can just get on there and watch a live, you know, just for entertainment, if nothing else. So if we entertain you, there's that too. So that's why it matters to all the different people that may be watching this. Now, let's go in here into the clothes room. I'm just going to pick a few pieces and show you some pieces that are going to be on tomorrow, unless Donna vetoes them. So back here in our clothing room, don't mind this. This is stuff that hasn't been sorted yet. This is some boxes and some bubble mailers, whatever. It's kind of a mess, but it's not as messy as it sometimes is. But as we go in here, let's say, okay, Donna must have put this up here. So here's a habit. This is a good shirt for eBay, honestly. It's a vintage shirt. We're going to put that on the dollar auction. Large habit shirt. It's like an outdoor shirt. But when I look in this rack, I saw coats are a little tougher because they're bigger and heavier. We might do some, but let's see what I found here. That's some fancy clothes there. There's a PGA golf shirt. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about right here. Stay True. There's a Mickey Mouse shirt. We will put that on. There's a Lilo and Stitch shirt. We'll put that on. Here's just a camping is cheaper than therapy. I don't know if we'll put that on. That's a pretty basic shirt. Look at this. Brand new with tags. Jamaica Jacks. It's like a Tommy Bahama, but we're going to put that on. It is what it is. That's good. Sometimes you need those words. This one, I love this one. Hug Life. Look at that cute shirt. We're going to put that on. I'm going to have to set them aside because I'm going to forget what I said that we're selling. Hustle Gang. I don't know. We might put that on. But then you go through and look some more. And there's also, look at this. This is our daughter's 21 Pilots. This is a tour shirt. Tour hoodie. The Bandito tour. We saw them in Lincoln here. Oh, I dropped them. We recovered. I picked them up. 21 Pilots. I think we're going to put that on. I don't know. Here's a... Well, this will probably go to the booth here because it's a Husker shirt. Huskers to the booth. That's what happens. Gonzaga basketball shirt. Probably put that on. Look at this. Here's a cool one. Look at that. Creep Show. Long sleeve with the hits down the arms. There's pink on one side. Blue skulls on the other. That is a size medium right there. That makes me think of Alicia. I wonder if Alicia would like that. How about dweeb? Anybody want a dweeb shirt? A dweeb will do what a dweeb is told. A dweeb I'll be till I grow old. Okay. Right on. Anyway, that's just some of the things that I saw that I thought, here's a Coca-Cola shirt. Have a good day. I don't know. As I'm showing you more and more, I realize maybe we won't get all them on. I don't know, because I have to remember what I showed you. But we're going to sell some clothes on the next show. I guarantee it. I think that's about it. Did I miss anything? Do you have any other questions? If you have questions about the website, about how to get on and how to all that, check the frequently asked questions, check the chats, send a chat in, do stuff like that to ask, because it'd be so hard to answer in the YouTube comments. But definitely go to the website, thedollarauction.com, and you can find answers and you can ask questions there. Other than that, I hope I didn't forget anything, because I had a lot of things I wanted to touch on, but I think I did get them touched on. So, yeah, if you want to get some great deals, get on thedollarauction.com. If you want to sell a lot of product, get on thedollarauction.com. And if you just want to watch me and Donna be ourselves and sell a bunch of stuff and just be goofballs like we normally are, get on thedollarauction.com. So, to everybody who's still watching, thank you so much. We were not going to do the map today because Donna's not feeling great, so we'll catch that up later. Yeah, I think that about does it for this one. So hopefully we see some of you tonight when you watch this tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time live on thedollarauction.com. Thank you all for watching. We're happy our treasures. Donna is awesome. I'm Steve. I'm so, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey all, I'm upstairs in my office. I was starting to put this video together and I knew there was something I forgot. I got two more things for you. Number one, the cool thing is, so we ask all of our sellers to ship in 1 to 3 time days frame, and that's business days or whatever. So we don't, like some places ship once a week, but we do like 1 to 3 days, what we ask our sellers to do. Now, because we sold on Thursday and we're having a sale on Saturday, we are not shipping it yet today. On Friday, we're going to wait, because then on Saturday, all the people that bought items on Thursday, the combined shipping actually continues over until things are shipped to the next sale. So that's just kind of an added feature. So my plan is we're going to run this sale on Saturday, and then anybody that buys something that already bought some in the other show, it'll just be the combined shipping price. So that'll be awesome. We'll be able to just add the things to their package and go from there. One other thing I just saw that I'm excited about, Rebellious Roads Resell. There are a couple that we met at Plains of Profit. They scheduled their first ever live right after us for Saturday night, for tonight when this video comes out at 7 o'clock. So if you got nothing going on, come watch us, stick around and check them out. It's their very first live sale ever, and we are so excited to have them on, so we're really looking forward to it. I also know that Buck Mountain Barn is talking about selling some hats, so he may jump on before or after also. So we may get a little raid train out of this, but definitely we are running at 6 p.m. Central, and Rebellious Roads Resell is running at 7 p.m. Central. So come join us. It should be a darn good time. Thank you all.